Hey metalheads, I'm here with Jeff Paulik of Lazarus AD. So how was that show, man?
Dude, it was pretty fucking awesome. I'm not gonna lie. It was, like I said, we came in with a plan, and the plan pretty much went accordingly. We knew we were going to try and be the best band of the night, and even though we played at 1:30 in the afternoon, you got to play like you're playing to the whole sold-out crowd. That's what we did, and the fans were really receptive. The sound was good, everything was good. It was a good vibe. Everything's been awesome.
You know, I was looking at you playing, like I said to you earlier. You had this look on your face, like man, you were on the top of the world. How did that feel?
You know, it was like we played a festival in Japan a couple years ago, Loud Park Festival, and Slayer and Megadeth were headlining, and it was about not as many people, but near. You know what I mean? Like, and we played really early as well. And at that time, we were, you know, a million miles away from home. We had no idea what to expect, and we came out at about 11 in the morning. And there was like 10,000 people, you know what I mean? Like we've never been there before, and it was kind of the same vibe, you know what I mean? So we were kind of hoping that being in Montreal, we've been to Montreal a couple times, but not to this capacity, you know? And we were just really hoping that the fans were going to be receptive, and we came, like I said, we came out with a plan. We're just going to give it our all and just go on stage and be ourselves, you know? Like I said, we've been a band for about 6 years now. I've been playing with the guitar player for over 10 years. Like, it's a very natural vibe on stage, and that emotion you're seeing on stage is just like, that's the natural core of who we are. You know, just having a good time, man. Just having a good time.
We can totally see that synergy between you guys.
Absolutely. You know, me and the drummer are like, we got that ESP going, you know, and Al on the guitar and Dan on the guitar, they're just both beasts. And when we get, and it's funny because we play such small gigs all the time, but like when we get on these big stages, we just feel like that's what we want to do. You know what I mean? Like those big stages are what we're meant for. Like that's what we love. We love rocking those big stages. And when you got that much room and you got that much air and all the fans, you know, and you just get them into it, like that's what we're about. You know, like we grew up on bands like Metallica, Pantera, Kiss, and they played arenas. You know, I was born in '87, so the golden age was already gone. You know what I mean? Like. We haven't seen the golden age of our era, you know, and we're just trying to do it, you know.
Well, listening to some of the new tracks on the new album, and it's sounding there's a departure from the first album.
Definitely, you know, and that was definitely a focus. You know, we didn't want to write the same record twice, and we just wanted to naturally progress. We didn't want to like say like, oh, we want to do this. We just want to naturally do it, and that's what came out. You know, we were going through super hard times. We were recording it, a lot of internal aggression and frustration. A lot of close people passed away while we were recording and writing the record, and it was very hard, but at the same time we drew a lot of inspiration from it and just knew that like we were already backed up against a wall to begin with, you know, with the whole music industry the way it is, and just to have all that shit happen, it was like you're not even in the corner anymore, you're just somewhere else, you know. And it was really gratifying to get in the studio and come out with the tracks we did, and we're super confident now, you know, especially doing a gig like this and having the crowd do what they did. We're super confident that we can go out on the next record and do something even better and just keep continuing, man. You know, like the industry's in shambles, but fuck it, man. We're just gonna keep trucking on, man. That's what it's about.
That's what it's about, man. You know, the fans will be there to support you.
Exactly, especially in places like Montreal, man. Like I said, this is our third time here. We've never had a bad experience. I've always said it. Montreal just has this good vibe. Everybody's smiling. Everybody's having a good time. You don't see that a lot in every. You know, I've been to a million cities, and you don't really see that often. It's very uncommon, and it's awesome to come to a place like Montreal, play a festival like this, and we're just super stoked to be here. It's awesome.
Montreal's been known to have a reputation to support bands that are unique and bands that have very tight sound like yourselves.
Yeah, and we really pride ourselves on being tight. And if there's anything that anybody tells us is that we're very tight. And I'll credit that to when we were in high school, when we first started the band. I mean, countless hours, man. I always bring it back, but I'm gonna quote the 10,000 hours rule. You know what I mean? Like it's the 10,000 hours rule. The Beatles and Bill Gates and anybody else that has been really super successful in their careers. You have to have 10,000 hours of practice at your craft, and you cannot be a professional and be very successful at what you do until you've had 10,000 hours. And I'll tell you, man, we're gotta be damn close to 10,000 hours, man. I put in way too much. Every paycheck I've had has gone into this band. Every hour, every spare hour, everything, man. I've had 3 hours of sleep in the past 4 days. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just riding the wave, man. And and that's what it's about, dude. You know, like, you only live fucking once. That's, like I said, we can only take it day by day. The industry is different now, and I have a very unique outlook on the industry. I'm very for internet and downloading and user, you know, file sharing and shit like that. I'm very for that, and I'm all for promoting in the future, and that's the future, man. That's all I can say. You know, just get your shit out there in the internet. The internet is the future of music. It's about that connectivity, and that's what's really great about the internet is there's so much more connectivity now, especially with Facebook and shit. You know.
Starts revolutions, man.
Dude, a fan, you know, adds you as a friend, hits you up on Facebook. I'm just randomly, I wake up in the morning, I check my email, fans on Facebook, hits me up. What's going on, man? Wait, what's going on, man? That made that kid's day, you know what I mean? And just to say what's up. And I'm a million miles away from them. The internet is a good tool. I'm not opposed to it.
Lazerus AD, Jeff Paulik, you guys rock. And I want to see you in Montreal again and real soon.
Real fucking soon, man. We love this city. We love coming to Canada. We love Montreal. We love playing to people who appreciate what we're doing, and you guys surely appreciate what we're doing.
I know I do.
Fuck yeah, man.
Cool, man.
Thank you. What's going on? This is Jeff Paulik, Lazarus AD, and you're watching Carnage on CUTV. Yeah!